welcome everybody to Phoenix Raceway for race number 3 of the RACC, whatever season 7 RACC, third race season just getting started. We're gonna get some new faces in today. Again, welcome everybody to Phoenix Raceway here in Arizona. Coming from California Auto Club last week, and of course from Daytona Beach, Florida. Qualifying just about to get underway. We're making sure that everybody gets in the game. There's a private server. New faces, Nick from both from AIRL. I think we have a couple other ones that'll also be joining. So we're gonna have quite the event. Again, just qualifying will get started in just a moment. Thank you for joining us on Team and Sports. I think Jinty's currently doing his lap right now. So Phoenix is a little bit of a different track, I will say. I'm not sure if that'll be Jinty's time. 26.6, and I think that'll be it for him. Krieger up next. Krieger currently third in the point standings. Not really looking forward to tonight. A lot of drivers have complained about the setups. Krieger's time has started. This is a little bit different than it has been in the past with in terms of rules. You can cut the dog leg, that is allowed since we're using this more modern version of Phoenix, but no corner cutting allowed in any of the other corners, just the dog leg. We have Pink here. I didn't know if Pink was actually going to be able to make it, but Pink is here. And then Krieger, top of the board, 26.250, significantly faster than Jinty. Next up will be Bryce. Bryce currently tied 5th in points with Radiant and Yummy. A little bit of a slow start to the season, but you know, nothing too bad. Still have a lot of racing to go this season. We're only 3 races in. Of course, we have a 20 race schedule, and that's not including the All-Star race. So, and then, you know, I think there is like 1 point in the All-Star race. So, Bryce out of turn 4. 26.217 is at the top of the board. As Blaze will go up next. Blaze not having the correct number, at least in the game, so we'll see if this car changes or if he just full-on swaps to the 77. Big cut. Oh, and into the wall goes Blaze, experiencing maybe a little bit of lag. Car is going to start to go wide. 1 and 2. Can he save it through 3 and 4 or save the lap? Coming down quick. These cars are very strange here. He's going to go out wide. 26.467 will be provisional third. It's, whoa, Niche. One of our new drivers just signed up. There's a couple drivers that are not looking forward to see this car, but Niche driving the 24. He's new to RACC. starting now. My spectate menu has broken. Sorry about that. We'll let Niche go on by, but we'll have to. Oh man. Oh, and it broke. Okay. So we are experiencing some technical difficulties. Excuse me. Have the times for you in a moment for coma and all that. Alpha will be up next. Yeah, that's fully broken. So Bryce still on provisional pole. Krieger in second, Blaze third, Nick fourth, fifth, and Coma's bottom of the board by a lot. Coma, this is his one of his least favorite tracks, and Alpha not going to do much better. 26.733. Yummy driving the Gatorade Toyota. Haven't seen this car in a long time. Gatorade South Point. Number 20. Definitely a throwback. Yummy, a lot of practice here as of late. We'll have to see what kind of times he can pull. Across the line, third place, 26.417. Lord will be up next. Oh, Lord. Collecting Yummy on the wall. Oh, very promising driver here, especially from last season, but is not in the top 10 in points. Lord definitely going to need some points coming into the season. And that's not the correct time. It is not a 2-minute 50 lap time. We'll have one lap to go around again. Through 3 and 4. That was a slow 3. Pretty wide out of 4. Oh, look at that. I guess I shouldn't say anything. 26.429. Pink up next, second in the point standings, winner from last week at Auto Club. Looking to continue the win streak at the first streak of the season. Come winning the Daytona 500 and then Pink winning at Auto Club. Hasn't had a lot. I don't think he's had any practice here. So this will be the start of Pink's lap. Be careful through 1. Turn 2, not really snapping the car. That's something that these cars can do, to snap out of the corners. That was something that in Season 3 was volatile to do. Gave you a ton of exit speed. And these cars have that same kind of mechanic. Pink a 26.567, nearing the bottom of the board. And Nick, another new driver, just signed up literally about 10-15 minutes ago. wall tap. Coming out of turn 4. The lap has started for Nick. And we'll have to see what Nick can do. Coming from AIRL. Had a little bit of practice beforehand, and I believe this will be the last car to qualify. Nick, top of the board, 26.150. And I think that will conclude qualifying. So everyone looking at the time board. And Nick, unless I get proven wrong, has stolen pole. The fastest lap. Bryson second, Krieger in third. And then Yummy, Lord, Blaze, Nick, Nitch, Pink, Ginty, Alpha, and Coma at the back of the field. So while we wait for everyone to get ready, we'll go ahead and talk a little bit about the point standings. It is early, right? I believe Nick has drove his car up right there to the time board. But it is early, and we know still have 20 races in the full season. This is just the third. But Coma already, oh, thank you, Alpha. Oh, that's the one. Might as well get all of the kind of boring things out of the way as well. Again, if you want to join RACC, link is in the description to the Discord channel. It's always open. You can always sign up. Just gotta make sure we have a number open. So that's that. And if you want to watch the alt cast, they'll be getting a bunch of angles that you see in the intro video. That'll be on the alt cast, and alt cast will in AIRL is just another camera. So if you want to watch that, that's also linked in the description. Tomorrow night, or not tomorrow night, tomorrow at 1:30, I believe, p.m. Let me just verify this. But AIRL Season 5 will be starting at Bowman Gray Stadium. Yeah, it'll be at 1:30 in the afternoon. 1:30 tomorrow. So I think everyone's just getting ready to line up. So I would make sure everyone is okay. It'll probably take them a minute till I'll get lined up. So again, we'll keep talking a little bit about all the different stats and stuff. But yeah, Bowman Gray, that'll be fun and interesting. If you want to join AIRL, the link will be in the description there, as well as altcast and advertising inquiries. Information will be there. Very excited for AIRL to start up. One of the premier leagues on Team N Sports. MRL being its own channel. And if you want to catch up on all the MRL tests that will be starting up, I believe we'll also have a test tomorrow for MRL. Wait, Coma knocked out? Wait, Coma can't race? I didn't even realize. We had so many drivers in. We had... The limit is 10. Coma got knocked out. That is crazy. So our current points leader got knocked out by the rookie who just joined the server and took pole. That is crazy. Coma got 11th. And usually you don't have to worry about where you qualify. You don't usually get that many people coming in. Yeah, and yeah, Krieger, I guess, did God's work there for Nick. Let's go over the race analysis. 80 laps, stage 1's 30, stage 2, 30, stage 3, 35. 1 mile racetrack, so 80 miles. Pit window, we're expecting 35 to 45. Pit speed is wrong. It is 80 studs per second, not 100. I got that wrong. So, I actually can't really believe that. That Coma, our points leaders, got knocked out and will not be able to race. I mean, I don't know the rules if someone leaves. I don't know if that's a difference. But 11 drivers qualified. There's a maximum of 10. Nick takes pole, who is a rookie, debut pole too, right? That is kind of crazy. So, Coma will be watching the spectator view. Maybe we can let him up. Is he in here? No. So, I guess we'll just leave Coma in purgatory. Here's the countdown. The start. Here at Phoenix, we're underway for the Lucas Oil 400. And already in the turn 1, not the greatest start for Nick, Krieger, Bryce, and Yummy, all moving through. We go into turn 3, Yummy holding down low, big bump from Bryce. Bryce bumper carring off a Lord. Lead lap 1. There we go. There we go. We got a little bit of technical difficulties, but hopefully we get them all under control. Yummy retaining the lead. Lord up the second. As Blaze and Bryce were third. There's a lot of contact towards the back. Blaze looking on the inside. Finds the inside. Gonna be entering really low. Yummy looking for a switchback. Gets a bumper to the back of the 77. Blaze has to check up. And Yummy takes that lead right back. Krieger right behind though. Blaze entering up top. Gets a shot from Lord. Jinty struggling with the... I might have gotten hit actually. Oh, struggling. Never mind. Struggling back there. Field's starting to spread out. Ooh, big contact there between Blaze and Krieger, but you're still holding his own there in second place. Oh, but in the back, Jinty and Nick collect each other. Nick is gonna stop on the racetrack. He'll have to merge. We got that one on replay. Cars are starting to come in here. Watch the 27 in the back as they continue to try to kill each other. It's going to come down. Oh my goodness. Okay, what is Nick doing? We got caution on the racetrack. Nick just stopped in the middle of the racetrack. What was the purpose of that? Well, they're racing back. Bryce took the lead. Yummy in second. Krieger third. Get the race back. I don't even know what that was all about. We'll take a replay. It looks like maybe a couple drivers will be pitting, but it's gonna be mostly... Oh my goodness, everybody just calm down. So this is the look. The cars will start to come in. We'll on real speed. Jinty coming down, gets in the niche in the 24. And then what I don't understand is that niche just kind of, you can see him roll off here, but he just stays parked. Right there, you can see he just stayed parked off screen. Oh, it was a dead car. Dead car, yep. Okay, that's what happened. Okay. Shinty, I believe, hits a second pit box. Looks like a lot more cars actually coming down pit road on second thought. Dang it. I was going to use a graphic if there wasn't going to be a caution. And it looks like Lord now will make the decision to come in, so everybody will pit. Coma grabbing the car, the dead car in question. So that's weird. You know, you don't usually see, like, it's always when there's an impact, it seems like that's when the lag starts, which is interesting, I guess. So caution, lap 6. Dead car on the racetrack. We got that one all sorted out. Junior's in the middle of the racetrack in turn, on the dog leg. Okay. So we'll try this one again. We get everyone lined up and back. I think that's Nitch joining back right there. Yes. So he'll get back in his car. It'll be put to the back. Actually, his car is way down there. I'll probably just respawn the car and then go to the rear. Everyone pit anyway, so it's not a huge deal. Yep. Back. Probably gonna have to get the number in, and there we go. So everyone ready? It's lined up. A junior's still on the racetrack. Everyone's saying R. And there we go. Alright. So we'll see if everyone goes ready here again. Just double checking audio a little bit. It got messed with at some point, so. Flying in the air. Here's the countdown to go back green. Here we go. We're back underway here at Phoenix. A little bit of a chaotic start. 4 wide for a moment, 3 wide as Krieger keeps coming down on Pink. No wreck comes of it. And the cars have been slightly adjusted to wreck a little bit easier. Jinty just sliding through. Here comes Nick on the inside. And Jinty's gonna pull off. A little bit too much to handle, I guess, for the 27. Yummy with a big lead gets into the wall and the exit at 2. He's gonna lose a lot of speed. Alpha and Bryce staying side by side. Blaze hard into the wall. Jinty's gonna stay AFK on the inside. Someone's gonna have to fix Nitch's laps. See, whoa, Krieger, big catch. The cars just catch on themselves. It's very weird. They're not the greatest of setups, and everyone knows that, but you know, they have produced good racing during practice, so it's just going to be really a battle of the driver. So everyone now back on the same lap. I'm not sure who it put on there who's not supposed. Oh, it put Coma on there. That wasn't supposed to be on there. Again, Coma getting knocked out of qualifying. He is the points leader by 2. Pink in second. And Pink right now hanging out at the rear of the field. Oh, Ginty trying to merge back in. Causes a heart attack on the most of the field. Alpha and Lord kind of corner cut. Huge time there, but they keep their spots. Nick continue on in the 5. Again, Nick is the 5, Nitch is the 24. I'm going to probably get those two confused. And if they keep showing up together, it will be confusing, but we'll try to keep them separated. Nitch is 4 seconds back. And oh, Krieger nearly losing it. Blaze nearly lost it into the pit wall. Yummy still holding on to the lead. Alpha in second, Lord third. Krieger and Nick battling for 5th, or 4th, excuse me. Things starting to calm down here on lap 14. Car's kind of breaking away from the rest of the pack. It's gonna be interesting how Junior is going to enforce these wall taps. Oh, Yummy going out wide. Alpha will take advantage and take the lead. Ooh, Lord getting a little bit of contact there with Alpha, excuse me. Yummy gonna take advantage. Whoa! Bryce almost getting hit into the pit wall. I think that's where we might see a lot of our incidents happen. Ooh, Lord, a little bit of a bump to Yummy. That's actually gonna really help Yummy. Krieger has worked his way up to 3rd. Whoa, getting real loose off of Lord there. Krieger coming down to block the low lane, trying to get a run, using up Lord, and whoa, what a big rotation right off of that bumper. Alpha finding the inside, 3 wide for second. Alpha's gonna wisely back out. And oh, Nick's gonna get into the back of the one, 4 wide for 3rd. Oh, and they make it work out of the corner somehow. Alpha diving down to the low side. Gonna drop back a little bit mid-corner. Nick getting a run. The middle of the corner is gonna be stuck up high though. Yummy's starting to pull a big gap on the field, about a second on Krieger. Krieger might be the next one to try to pull away. Sorry about that. Ooh, Krieger, big bump to the back of Bryce. Bryce gonna get into the wall. Krieger 3 wide, gets in the Nick. Nick into the wall, into Alpha. As Yummy extends that gap up to about a second, couple tenths on most of the field. Ooh, 3 wide. They're all squeezing each other. Nick into the wall. Pink going wide into Alpha. Everybody slamming into everybody, and Blaze almost hitting the pit wall. Oh, Pink driving it through. Might have had a big lag spike. He's in control of the car now, but might have not been in control for a little bit there. Take a look as they all come out of turn number 2, how big this gap is. I'm pressing the buttons and it's just not recognizing. Oh, big lag spike. Huge lag spike. Running through the server. Oh. Wow. That was a lot of lag. Alpha into the wall. And looks like Krieger's gonna start pulling a gap on Bryce for second place. Both are everyone 2 seconds back from Yummy. Yummy really is gonna be probably the dominator of tonight, and he really needed it. Right now, stuck out tied for 5th in points, but that's about what 10-15 points back. We might have a dead car. Ginty. No, he regained control. He lost control out of turn 2. You can just see the gap on the field that Yummy has. Krieger still hanging on to second, but Bryce and the rest of the pack really catching back up here. Oh, Pink and Blaze. Nearly an incident there. Top 25. Bryce holding on the third, but it's got Nick all over the rear bumper. Now looking down to the inside. Bryce into the wall. That shows you what little contact is actually needed to really drive someone into the wall. And a lot of that is not really anyone's fault. Nick into the wall. Blaze is caught up here. He's actually kind of here in 3rd place as they go 3 wide for 3rd. Across the line as we are 2 to go in the stage. I mean, it has not seemed like it's been that long like a stage, but 30 laps going quick here. Or 3 to go in the stage, excuse me. Oh, Coma in a car. I think someone left. Who left? Why does everyone's name on the leaderboard? Did Nitch left? I think Nitch left. Yummy, well, has been pretty dominant this first stage. 3 seconds on the field, 1 lap to go in stage 1. So it's going to be a battle. Like, really, it seems like that's the whole season. Battle is going to be mainly for second place on back. As Bryce gets into Alpha, holds up Nick. And oh, Alpha's not happy about it. Krieger is guaranteed second place. And Yummy is guaranteed the win. They're 4 wide for the battle for 3rd. And it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo, boy. Oh, what in the world, Nick? Chaos ensuing right after the stage end. Everyone is everywhere, all collecting into the wall. And oh, what in the world? Will that be a caution? That included the whole field. Stay green. I'm not entirely sure what happened. That is some huge corner cuts through the couple of corners there, but wow, everyone got caught up there at the end of the stage. And now we're just realizing I'm not entirely sure what happened. In Coma and Ginty merged on the final lap, or the lap after the stage ended. field seems to be calming down at least a little bit. So this is the stage end. Bryce is going to go a little bit wide here on the exit of turn 2. And so Alpha's not happy about it, and then you can see, Nick into the wall. And then they all just kind of collect here. So it's Yummy, Krieger, and then Blaze, Nick. That's your top 5, I believe. For Bryce as well. And then there's just chaos ensuing after. Como is on the lead lap. I don't know how he managed that. But so you're going to order Yummy, who is leading by 3 seconds, and then it'll be then Krieger, Blaze, and then Coma, who's leading the main group here. And then behind Coma is Nick, Alpha, Bryce, and everybody else. So the field really spread out up to 9 seconds from first to last. And Pink right now at the rear of the field. On a second off pace. Wow, really a second off pace. So, not sure what really happened to Yummy. So Yummy just holding it out. It's got a big gap on Krieger. Krieger and Blaze not too far off from each other. But Coma right now having to hold on to 4th place. Alpha now looking low. Alpha, not Alpha. Coma getting caught on the outside. Whoa, Lord. Getting loose on the exit of 2. Right now, Alpha leading the main pack. Nick getting a little bit of help from Coma. Pink is emerging in a very kind of dangerous spot right there on the exit. 2. We have our first pitter, but it's unfortunate. Lord has spun in sped in pit road. Not sure if that was an intentional pit stop or not. I believe it was. Yeah, it was, and wow, I mean, oh, it's a classic Phoenix trip. I think the entrance of pit road is not that yellow line. I think it's the white line. I'm not entirely sure. But 2 more cars coming down pit road. Ginty and Pink. Our first ones to pit here on lap 43. We did have that caution on lap 7 that moved the pit window a little bit forward. So these are going to be those early pits. And everyone else coming in right here. Lots of speeders. Krieger, Coma. 2 more caught down pit road. So they're going to have a delayed pit stop. The penalties are handled within the pit stop. It says it. We'll probably see it here on Krieger, wherever Krieger decides to pit. Whoa, slows down right in front of Coma. I think Krieger actually ran out of gas. Yeah, and then you can see it serving penalty. It's actually very intuitive. Oh, Krieger, I don't know if that's a good idea to stop right there. I'd stay in the box until... Not... Coma just staying parked in his box. We'll give everything a moment to kind of catch up while we're Taking, well, we let the scoreboard catch up to where everyone is. Let's take a look at these guys coming in the pit road. Krieger's going to be that 4 car right there. Como, the red car right behind. And, entering pit road is just kind of a tricky spot. So Yummy and Alpha have not pit, I do believe. Yummy in pit road now. Krieger coming back down pit road. Probably to fix his speed. I believe it broke because he was so far out of that pit box. So Alpha will be the last remaining car off for pit cycles. But then you have Blaze, who will be leading the main group, I believe. Yeah, Blaze, then you have a group of 3 right behind. That's Bryce, Nick, and Hedge, and Pink. Yeah, Alpha into pit road this time. Yummy refueling. You can see Krieger just driving through. Not sure if... What is Krieger doing? Yeah, they'll be merging. Coma as well. Oh, awkward place to merge. Krieger's merging in really the only place I'd say you should be merging at. And it wasn't too great. Caught up a little bit too quick. Yummy out of pit road, and something tells me he has got this down. Yeah, he's still on the lead lap. So we're gonna have to see everyone getting by Alpha, so everyone will unlap themselves to right here. Alpha already got his pit, so we'll be heading out pit road right here. He's saying that Alpha sped. Now the speed is 80, or just, I think it's a little bit 80. It might be just a bit above 80, but I don't know. Bede's saying that he went 85. I mean, Bede definitely watching his brother. So, tentatively. The limit is 60. No, what is so the one on the track is wrong? Or, whoa. That explains why we're, oh wow, really? I would not expect Yummy to make an error like that. Oh, and then we're having another big lag spike there. Roblox servers are not having fun. Oh my goodness, what a huge lag spike. My alt's a lap down. My alt is a lap down. Wonderful. To go in stage 2, I believe, if I am correct. Wow, so the speed limit's 60? So it's just set up wrong, okay. So 4 wide across the line here for 3rd place. Yummy and Blaze are the 2 that got away. I'm not sure. I think the overcut for Alpha did not work. Whoa! Bryce nearly getting spun around. Bryce going wide. Krieger going wide. Pink lagging probably, or just wall rode the dog leg. Much slower. So Nick's gonna start trying to pull a gap on this little pack here for 3rd place. Krieger, Coma, Bryce. Whoa, Krieger with the dive. We know that Krieger is definitely a more of aggressive driver, and Nick so far hasn't been too warm to the community. And you know, it takes time to join a new community. Not everyone likes you when you first join. Oh, Coma sending Krieger to the moon and back. Wow. Oh, and Nick going wide, had some help, brings Bryce with him into the wall. lot of screeches. So with 6 to go left in the stage, 5 to go with Yummy going across the line. Let's recap where everybody is. Yummy so far has been dominant in this race because of the lack of cautions. He's just been able to pull away. Blaze, sitting in second place, has got a pretty big gap on most of the field. You can see Como right back there, only 2 seconds back. So Blaze is going to have to be pretty consistent here to keep his spot. It's only now 4 laps to go with Yummy crossing the line. And Como right now holding on to third. Krieger 4th and 5th place. So 1 car in this little group will not make it, and Como just wall tapping. Whoa, the 5 getting hooked right there. Wow. Seem to keep it together. 58 laps complete, or 57 laps complete. Almost gap increasing, but so is Blaze's gap increasing on Yummy. So 2 laps to go. Here at Phoenix, the field. Oh, Como gets a wall pop and gets spun around, and that's his stage over. And that is the karma you get for wall popping or wall tapping. And he's not going to be able to really merge because it's the end of the stage. Yummy crosses the line. 1 lap to go in stage 2. Unless I'm insane. There it goes. Yummy, no competition. Even around him, caution is out. What? Caution, what was the caution for? I had a fox move, I guess. Apparently 4 cars died at the same time. don't know, but that'll be a very... How do you speed coming in the pit road under caution? Whatever, pit stops are non-competitive. And the lag in the server is actually really bad. Whoever joined first got bad internet. And I think it was Yummy that joined first. Look how bad the lag is. Our second caution here, lap 61 of 95, or 60 technically with the caution. I don't know what the results are. So I wonder if Junior wrote those down. No, Junior has not written down. Oh, good lord, he's using this. Alright, so everyone I think is confused on where they are. But apparently, so we saw Coma's crash. Oh, I think it might be my internet that's dying. I'm not even gonna lie. Have I dropped any? I've dropped frames. Okay, so it's my internet that's dying. This is a rare moment in history where I am dropping frames. I can't even pull up my own live stream. Come on, T-Mobile. Wow, yeah, I'm having some technical difficulties just with my internet, man. Not fun. Why is it green? Yummy or whoever? So this is what happened to Coma. Just getting too comfortable with using the wall, and then apparently more drivers died. It was that group of 3 that Coma was with apparently died, but I don't got any angle on it. But here's the countdown to come back to racing. Stage 3 is underway, and whoa! Oh, the rubber banding causing a little bit of chaos. Pink having to drop back. Oh, wow. I don't see this ending very well. 3 wide for third. Nick tried getting there. Krieger drifting up the racetrack. Luckily, nothing comes of it, but wow. The game is lagging huge time. Oh, and we got a wall pop from Pink. Yeah, you just can't see anything. Krieger's car's freaking out. Unless it's just my internet completely dying. I'd be surprised if anyone can see what's going on. So Pink will have to re-merge. Pink merging in the worst possible spot, man. That should be a penalty in itself. Oh my goodness, what a terrible spot to merge. And T-Mobile doing their greatest impression of terrible internet. Jeez. Yeah, and I'm dropping more frames. I'm gonna be real. I don't even know what happened there. I'm trying to fix some technical difficulties, but 30 laps to go, and what? Why? What? Dead car Ginty. Okay. Okay, a lot of things are breaking tonight. Yeah, I apologize for how rude, laggy this is. This is unbearable, almost. And I don't know what's causing it. Altcast is gonna have to go down because that's dropping frames too. So yeah, it's just my internet. So I mean, I can only try so much here. I've not had problems with my internet like this in years. Never had this problem with my provider. Discord's freaking out. So 29 laps to go, stage 3, final stage. Yummy has swept the stages. He's currently sitting back and forth. Again, I have no idea why the caution came out because Genty lagged out of the game. So I'm not the only one experiencing a lot of lag, but it's just I'm experiencing a lot more lag on my end than I thought. What else is going on? Oh. I'm gonna leave the performance stats on for a little bit, so ignore the stuff at the top of the screen. Just gonna have it be there momentarily. And I again apologize for all the technical difficulties with lag. Having to do a whole kind of system reset there on OBS. So Junior's seeing if everybody's back and ready. We're putting their R's in chat. We'll go back underway with 30 laps to go, or just under 30 laps to go. There's the countdown. Lord on the lead. Alpha in second. Someone clicked green way too early, and Bryce is going to get off with the best start. Alpha, though, with the inside. Yummy right behind in third, but Krieger all over, sending the 20. Lays off the bumper mid-corner. 3 wide for third. Bryson on the top. Yeah, I'll get rid of these performance stats now. Oh, I can't scroll. There we go. Oh, Krieger! Oh, into the wall and into Lord. Lord's gonna pay back. Pink's lagging. Pink wall popping. And he is gonna have to merge. Yummy and Alpha battling for the lead. Genty getting caught up on the inside. As Nick leads the field. Oh, Coma that time's gonna get hooked as Pink merges again in probably the worst possible spot. Six laps to go. Yummy's taking control of the lead. Alpha dropping back to second. Bryce in third. Nick in fourth. And Nick are the pole sitter. And in fifth, it's Krieger. And they've they got a little bit of a gap on the rest of the pack. Group of 4 getting led. Sorry about that. Bryce looking on the inside of Alpha. Ooh, big tap there by Alpha. Stay side by side. Bryce taking hold of second place. Yummy's starting to pull that gap once again on the field. Krieger into the wall just a little bit. Nick might get the inside. Oh, what in the world happened to Yummy? Yummy around in front of the field, collects Coma, and hard into the wall he goes. What happened? He just lost a ton of speed in the corner. My hotkeys don't work. Oh, and then Alpha getting into Bryce out of the turn 2. Krieger will take the lead. This is what happened. You're going to see Bryce there on the inside, bottom of the screen on the right. And then Yummy just appears out of nowhere. And he's just... I mean, the lines are so weird here at Phoenix, and these cars are just so weird that I'm guessing that's what caused it. Wow. Yummy's going to merge in the worst spot possible. And oh, they're going around hard into the wall. Gets it back going though. And that time was from Yummy just hiving up. Oh, and Yummy's gonna go around again. They're having a lot of fun back there. Watch the 20 car. Oh, never mind. Are we gonna have a caution? These guys are killing each other in the back. Just like Radiant said, these guys have just kind of forgot how to drive in the second half, just final half of the race. We'll keep our eyes up front. Alpha, Krieger, Nick, Coma. It's a little group of 4. Krieger putting the nose down low, able to get to the inside. And Yummy and Pink need their laps fixed. They are on the lead lap. Don't worry. Oh, Nick, just a little bit too far. They get their car unstuck. Good job by Krieger and Nick. Krieger's gonna get back into the wall through 4. But yeah, I think a little bit of due diligence will have to be done for next week on everybody's end. I mean, my end, I've been kind of terrible tonight, and I apologize. But I think a lot of things could have gone right, especially with the lag. I don't know what Roblox... It's definitely not just me who's had the lag issues, but I've had I think the majority of the lag issues, but... I think that second pack is starting to catch up a little bit. Yummy leading that group of 4. Bryce kind of hanging out way back. Pink has just been struggling with internet all night. So it's pretty eventful. Krieger making a dive to the inside. Gonna try to take it away. We're gonna be side by side down the back straightaway heading into 3 and 4. Homa making a dive using Alpha as a wall. 14 laps to go. The Lucas Oil 400. Homa getting some help there from Alpha. Krieger went really wide there. Alpha diving way down low. He wants the inside but can't make the entry line work. Homa's gonna hold on to the lead. Ooh, Alpha and Krieger battling wheel to wheel through 1 and 2. Excuse me. Nick now up front. Oh, just sends Krieger. Wow, that's a big hit. Just, I don't think he meant to do that. I think that was just different braking zones. But, oh, Krieger got sent. This is going to give Coma a little bit of a gap here on Alpha. Krieger with a bump to the back of the 1 car. Nick taking advantage of Krieger going wide, nearly loses the car. Krieger all over the back bumper. Yummy almost up to this front group. Trying to bring... Oh, what in the world was that? An interesting merge from Bryce and Ginty. I don't know why they love merging in the worst spot. I mean, yeah, sure, dogleg not a good idea, but right here. Right there, guys. You have to be above the yellow line anyway. Like, here, you don't... It's all racetrack. Whatever. I guess 3 wide for the lead. Nick looking to go through the middle. Coma coming down. Still coming down. Oh my goodness. Nearly causing a huge wreck there. I mean, Coma definitely not trying at this racetrack. He's said that this is probably one of his most hated tracks. Wow. Alpha looking down to the inside. I tell him to watch out. Whoa! Nearly turning Coma right there. Coma with the switchback done very well. Alpha going out wide, and Yummy is caught up to this front group, same as Lord. So 7 to go, Yummy. Back up front. Really needing as many points as he can, trying to sweep, well, not the weekend as he didn't get the pole, but sweep the race. So far has gotten both stages. Now is right now looking to take the lead away, but Alpha is there getting a huge bump there from Coma. That's actually going to put Alpha into the wall as they go 3 wide across the line. Coma on the bottom, Yummy in the middle, and they all get stuck on each other. Man, these cars just look so awkward going through these corners. Yummy with the dive down to the inside. I think Ginty's parked it for today. Just standing up on a wall. Oh, Alpha coming down on Yummy, nearly wrapping himself in front of him. And now Krieger looking to mix up the front with 5 laps to go. Nick and Lord battling right behind, and now Alpha's actually going to be with them. Yummy and Krieger battle for second. Coma right now a little bit of a gap, but Yummy dives it in, using Coma as the brake, slams him up and into the wall. And we just got 4 more laps to go. Just 4 more to go, guys. We'll make it. Yummy just trying to get the lead here through 2. It's going to be able to get the advantage, but I want a little bit of help on the outside. And Coma's coming down on Krieger and Alpha, and they're all going to go shooting up towards the wall. 3 laps to go. Yeah, Ginty has parked it. Oh, Alpha hard into the wall. Everyone else goes around. You will have to merge. He's not got too much time to do it. And he's still up front. Can he start to pull away from Coma and Krieger, or are they going to try to catch up? 2 laps to go. Krieger up and into the wall. Coma had a good turn too. Yummy down low to defend. Coma's played these mind games before. Here's the send. Coma down to the inside. 1 lap to go. They're side by side across the line. Coma with the inside. Yummy. They're both backing up. Yummy looking down to the inside, all over the back bumper of the 18. He moves them up and into the wall. Coma's going to use the wall to its advantage. Yummy pressing up against him. They beat and they bang, coming down the back straightaway. 1 more corner to go. Here comes Krieger with the push. Can Krieger steal? Krieger's gonna steal it! Krieger wins at Phoenix! Yummy in second, and Coma's gonna get relegated back to 4th. Coma and Yummy playing mind games, but the one from behind's gonna take it all and steal here at Phoenix. Good job, Krieger. And he will burn it down here. What a final lap. They're arguing. What are they arguing about? Oh, well, I'm not surprised. Everyone's... I blame the cars, but let's get Krieger up here. He tries to burn it down here at Phoenix. Krieger, first win of the season, and what a steal right there in turn 3. I mean, was that the plan, waiting for those two to try to kill each other and then go out of the way, or was that just instinct?
It's where I was. I kept gaining and losing the whole time, which was kind of a struggle. I fell back originally, like a lot in the back, which wasn't a good drive at all. It was hurting me a lot. And eventually, okay, when the Phantom caution came out, here's what fully happened. I said Coma died. Bryce said we all died, and then Coma was just sitting there asking to merge. And then I got fucking 1 out of 3 for saying Coma died, even though he just bounced off the wall, almost collected me. But even though we got all the way back to the end. But with the final move, I'm glad they know I didn't send. Where they both went under the corner, they slowed like hell, and I had a lot of speed using downhill script, which I've been using the whole race to make a bunch of moves in that corner. But overall, I feel like I raced horrible because I kept I'd fall back but then gain it back. So it wasn't fully awful, but it was just a lot struggle.
Yeah, it looked like it was a real struggle for everybody, especially just really controlling themselves around each other.
The cars are if you brake to a certain point, they get really, really tight, or they just drop down the track.
The hybrid cars. Maybe good at super speedways. But
yeah, that's about the only track we should have them at.
Right. So yeah. Just up and down day for you, Creeper. But hey, I mean, the win in the right spot right there at the end. Looking forward for the rest of the season. Let's see what's next on the schedule.
I think it's Vegas.
Vegas, yeah. Are we looking forward to Vegas, or are we a bit scared?
I'm not trying to say anything bad about the setups, but if they're like this, I am kind of panicked.
Okay.
Especially with it being the line. Yeah.
All right, Krieger. Anything else to add on to tonight?
Other than the chaos, it actually wasn't a horrendous race. There was decent racing, except for people killing each other.
Yeah, that was pretty common, especially there at the end. But thank you, Krieger. Congrats on the win, first win of the season. We've had 3 different winners this season. Looking strong for maybe another title win. Maybe. We'll see. Alright, Alpha wants to come up here. Anyone else in particular? Oh, Yummy does. Alpha, you didn't really do anything, so sorry. Yummy, where are you?
I'm on top of the pylon.
Oh wow, how'd you get up there?
Fly.
Of course. Alright, Yummy, this race, I'm just gonna say it was in the bag all day.
Yeah.
Until the final stage. What happened?
Well, to be honest, there was a caution that was called that shouldn't have been called.
I was wondering about that, but okay. Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously I wasn't there. You know, like you said, the race was firmly in my hands, 7-second lead. I was managing the gap. I noticed Blaze was starting to catch back up. I decided to just pick up the pace back up. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I gave him a false sense of confidence, but I was just chilling out front. Probably one of my best races to date on just pure speed. Yeah, supposedly there were 2 separate incidents that happened at once. supposedly.
Ah,
After further review, it was decided that there should not have been a caution because what initially happened was that Coma had hit a wall pop
of course.
and
Yeah, we saw that.
yeah, tagged I think what Krieger
Barely. Yeah,
or
he
somebody.
tagged.
Yeah,
I think he
barely
barely.
tagged anybody. Right. So
Right.
immediately people are saying caution in chat. I'm confused, and 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 even Coma's confused. And that's what gave me the indicator. I'm like, okay, I don't need to worry about this. There's no caution. If the guy that wrecked is confused on why there's a caution, then there's not going to be one. Well, lo and behold, we bicker for about it. They bicker about it for like 2 laps, and then Junior, at the very end of the stage, decides to call a caution.
Hmm.
Now, I mean, to be fair, I had a good restart. Was able to maintain good pace throughout the entirety of stage 3. But of course, cautions breed cautions. We had another caution, which, I mean, it did remove the fuel aspect of the race, which was a nice relief. But even if it was still there, I wouldn't be too worried. It was a pretty good, even spread, but no. And then with like 20 to go, Bryce decides to just drive straight through me. I understand that I was a little bit high in 3 on that lap, but I mean, he just still barreled through, which sucks. But I was able to
Interesting, because from my angle, that looked like just the cars and how the cars drove. From what I saw.
no it. I mean, he sent it in hard, and then just I tried to save it, but Bryce just was not getting out of it. But yeah, it sucks. I gave Bryce a little bit of feedback. I accidentally took out Lordy. Sorry to Lordy about that, but I'm not too mad at Bryce. I'll definitely give him some more feedback, probably at Vegas or Portland, wherever I run into him. I mean, he's been pretty good so far this season, so I'm sure I'll run into him again. But yeah, just not pleased with that. And then I was able to make it back through, but yeah, the final lap, Como was trying to warn me that Krieger was right there, and so I stopped. Well, I mean, I say I stopped. We were pushing each other. I was expecting Krieger to be a bit further back than he was, but Coma
Yep.
decided that if he wasn't winning, neither was I, and just killed both of our speed and gave Krieger a perfect opportunity to win. But yeah, I think I'm done working with Krieger though.
You're learning your lesson.
I've had 2 races outright stolen so far, and the same man's been responsible for both. So, he can't be surprised if something happens later on. But
Yeah, yeah. Developer question. There's a lot of talk about the setups and how this hybrid car. Is there any planned changes to the cars for Las Vegas or for the future, or
from what I remember, the Vegas setups are pretty good. I'd have to go check back at them. Of course, I'll probably take a bit more careful consideration to the Vegas ones to make sure everything's working. Krieger, I'm gonna press X on that. Um, just Krieger, if you want to dig yourself a hole, feel free. But yeah, the hybrids, they're weird. Of course, their new car system that we're still kind of working the kinks out. But yeah, setups here weren't great. There was also an issue with the pit limiter.
Yeah, that was another issue.
But I'm a bit confused because
it worked for some, but it didn't work for others.
It worked, yeah. It worked for some, but not for others.
What if it was a manufacturer thing?
I'm gonna piss them off by saying this. I'm pretty sure it was a user error. but I'll have to go back and look.
User error.
Krieger, if you want redemption, you're gonna have to get me 3. But
Oh
yeah.
wow. Oh, 3 wins. Jeez. All right. Well, yeah, anything else to add on for tonight?
No.
No. All right. Well, thank you, Yummy. Still got second place, but definitely probably not what you wanted. But we'll move you back down, and we'll get Colin as the final interview. I'm guessing you're in the garage area, like always.
Indeed. I tried to warn him. I
Tried
tried to warn him. We slowed down a ton. Coming off of I don't know what fucking the dog leg. I hate this track. I don't even know what fucking corners are labeled. The dog leg, whatever it is, coming into one. We slowed down so much because obviously me and Yummy have been racing for a long, long time. We know what we do with each other. So I knew Yummy was gonna try and get behind me, and eventually he did, but we had to slow way down for him to get there. And by the time we did, he did move me, but Krieger was right there, and I saw him dart to the inside like it was an indie race, and I'm like, Yummy, Krieger is right there. Think about what you're doing. Think about it. Think about it. He didn't think about it. So he stayed on the bottom, and I'm like, well, I know from the outside I'm not getting shit. And Krieger's just going to move Yummy, which is going to move me eventually. So I was like, we're fighting for the title. If I'm not winning, he sure ain't winning either. But, so, I mean, it was a crazy last few laps. Oh my God. I cannot believe there was a chance for me to be raced out of a fucking rack race.
Yeah,
There is
that's
no
unbelievable.
way.
That is unbelievable that you got out qualified in a rack race.
Because I don't practice for rack, and even though I hate Phoenix, also, so you know how last week Yummy was saying like, oh, I don't work with anybody or whatever. So when I get into qualify, and Krieger's like, oh, by the way, Coma, make sure you just. I was like, like I'll see how the track is, whatever. He's like, yeah, just brake hard. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. It's a short track. It's got very tight corners. Brake hard. I come past the start-finish line. I go into turn 1, and I brake hard, and my car stops. And I'm like, I feel like I have just been bullshitted. I do the same thing in 3. My car stops. And I'm like, well, fuck. Now, the funny thing is I was still only like a few hundreds off of Alpha out of all people, which is hilarious. So, yeah, once again, proving me right of why I don't work with anybody because no one is reliable. I'm just going to go... I'm going back to practicing in rack. This was a wake-up call. I'm going back to practicing in rack. Because there is no I don't even remember the last time I've ever been raced out of a race, any time, any league, any series, and there was no way it was about to happen in rack. So
but, I mean, you did get the chance to come back in. So I mean,
this is true.
And you were put back on the lead lap immediately. So
Niche's lag. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Yeah, there was. I feel like we need to look up the rule book a little bit because there were a lot of questions about merging specifically because people were confused at why. Because as soon as I got behind Jinty, because I was gonna merge the pack because that's what you do. But Junior was like, "Yeah, you gotta merge with Jinty," and I'm like, "Okay, where's Jinty?" He's fucking halfway across the track, and I'm like, "Jinty, you can merge, right?" And he's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yes, you can merge." So we merged to get back in the pack, and then everyone's like, "What the fuck? Did he wreck?" It's like, no, he's out of draft, and we said it all throughout 5 and 6, or season 5 and 6. It's like you don't have to wait for us to tell you that you can merge. If you're out of draft, then you can merge. The only time that you can't merge is if pit stops have happened, which they hadn't. So yeah, me and Jinty merged, and then the whole fucking field just erupted into chaos for like 10 laps, and then the Phantom caution came out. I don't know what the hell happened with that. Because I popped off the wall and I was like, oh shit, well I'm dead. So I was waiting to merge. And then Bryce is saying C and Krieger's saying something. And I'm like, what? Caution for what? And then in the backstretch, we're still going. And then either Krieger or Bryce, one of them, they were going to argue about it. One of them was like, oh yeah, I died, Bryce died, this person died. I'm like, holy shit, is half the field dead? Okay, then yeah, I guess it's a caution. And Junior thought the same thing. And then we go back on it and everyone's just gaslighting each other. So maybe a bit of shenanigans or something, clawing back. Unfortunate for Yummy, but I'm glad Phoenix is over. I don't
I'm
like the
glad
track.
it's over too.
Right.
I didn't have
I
fun
think
tonight.
it's
I don't know.
stupid. Yeah, I think it's stupid. The track doesn't make sense. The only like old Phoenix worked. The layout worked. How the track was set up worked. Everything was good. And then they decided to invert it and add a fucking asphalt dogleg. I don't know how many people died on the inside wall coming into the dogleg because if someone's already down there and you come up, it doesn't matter how fucking wide your camera is. You can't see him until you're already there. And I killed somebody on the wall, and then Alpha, I saw him coming down the whole time, and I'm like, before it happened, I'm like, Alpha, I'm here. Don't come down. Don't come down. Alpha, don't come down. And then he just keeps on going and going and going, and then boom, I'm deceased to the back. But I don't blame Alpha. I blame the track. The track bad. We're going to Vegas, which
It's a hard
I mean,
race
it is
to mess up.
it is an intermediate, but also with these setups, Yummy. Please figure out why the fucking cars are so damn tight in the corner. At least we didn't have an auto club to where if we're just off the gas, we fly up into the wall for no good reason. So we got that right. I appreciate that. Just loosen them up just a tad bit.
Well,
Tad
that's
bit.
the thing with these
All it
cars.
needs.
It's impossible to do that. That's the problem.
I'm
That's
sure
a
we can
fundamental
figure it out.
problem, but
I'm sure we can figure it out. But anyway,
yeah.
with
Fuck
the
cars. That's my solution.
with the pit entry, I'm pretty sure. I know Yumi was saying is usually error, and it very well could have been. But I was looking because I was entering kind of hot. I was looking, and I made sure to slow down way more than I needed to. It was gonna hurt my entry, but whatever. I went down to 70. It said 80 was the speed limit. I went down to 70, and it sped me. And then Krieger also. I'll be honest. I don't know if I believe Krieger. I believe myself because I don't really speed like that. Krieger has had some history with pit road shenanigans, so I'm not gonna speak for him, but I could speak for myself, and I did not speed, so I
Did
don't
you
know
stream your
what
POV?
happened. No, I didn't because I had to join mid
We have
race.
no proof. Have no proof.
I had to join mid race, so I couldn't do anything about it,
I had no
and they
proof.
wouldn't let me do it through cautions.
That's fair.
But yeah, it was an interesting race. I still can't believe that I almost didn't get it. Krieger unfortunately did not only finish ahead of me, but he did win, and I didn't get anything for stages because I wasn't here.
Right.
So
I mean, fourth place is still a podium. Not podium. Oh
yeah,
my god, it's
brother,
still a top 5.
correct.
It's a top 5. All right, we've had a long day. All right, I've had. It's okay. The race is over. It's fine.
Yeah. So I don't know if I'll still hold the points lead, but it will be close. I don't know where Yummy is.
Pink was right behind
Pink,
you, and Pink did very bad today. But I don't think.
Yeah,
I think he had lag issues all day. So
he's at an Airbnb right now. The fact he was even here is kind of a miracle.
I didn't even know that. So yeah, that makes sense to why he was not having fun.
Yeah, considering that fact, he actually didn't do that bad. So
yeah, right.
But yeah, glad it was over. Very chaotic race. I'm sure it was like somewhat entertaining to watch once the caution came out, and I guess before because there was still some battles going on. But you know, gotta spice it up. We got that content for you. You know, we got that content for you.
Sure. All right, I'm letting you down. You better yap.
Okay.
Congrats on 4th. Get out of my stage, everybody. That'll wrap it up. Thank you for watching. Thank you for bearing through this interesting race here at Phoenix. Interesting is the only word I got for it. I don't know what I'm doing with the camera. Well, a lot of technical difficulties, a lot of fun things happening, but we'll have those ironed out for tomorrow. Bowman Gray Stadium Clash AIRL Season 5 starting up. That will be fun. Click the notify button. You'll get notified when that starts. Go do that. Leave a comment. Subscribe. Just do whatever. And we'll see you tomorrow in AIRL. And I think there's MRL testing happening tomorrow too. So stay tuned for that on the MRL channel. Subscribe to that. You know what to do.